Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and before we get started, I just want to say, forgive me for the low camera quality if it looks lower. I'm recording on my phone today, not my other phone, like the phone I use sometimes to record. Sometimes I steal my grandma's phone for a few, hour or so to record and get all this stuff uploaded. But she's in the hospital today, so forgive me for that. But today I'll be taking a look at the Jada Toys Universal Monsters Wolfman. And let it be known, I do not give a single shit about the Wolfman, really. He's not my favorite Universal monster or anything. But, this is going to be a great stand-in for Werewolf by Night. So that's kind of why I picked this guy up. So, just before we get into that, I just wanted to let that be known. I'm not, a super fan of really any Universal monsters. I know Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster, the Invisible Man. My favorite is Gilman from Creature from the Black Lagoon, but the rest of them don't really. They're fine characters. And speaking of them, you got Frankenstein's monster, Bride of Frankenstein, and Gilman. And then that's it. And then on the back it shows the Wolfman and the Invisible Man. So, shocked it doesn't show Dracula. I feel like he's probably the most iconic, but okay. And then this is an insert on the inside. It's like a woodsy area. And yeah, it does come out. You can take it out. And here's the figure. So it looks great. And this is my second Jada Toys figure. The other one I have is the Mega Man, obviously. So I knew that this was probably going to be a kick-ass figure, and then everybody praises Jada Toys, so I knew this was probably going to be a kick-ass figure. And I also, since I already have one of their figures, and it's so small and hard to get articulation into that, and they managed to do it pretty beautifully, I'd say, I just kind of figured it would be great. Sorry, I just turned the flash on the camera so you could get a better look at him. And yeah, he looks great. I mean, he looks like a Wolfman. Not quite werewolf, but Wolfman. And he looks beautiful. So, this is going to be a great stand-in for Werewolf by Night. I will say, Jack Russell, that's his name. I wanted that for my Midnight Suns. That's my favorite part of the Marvel Universe, Midnight Suns. The occult, the creepy part. That, and then the X-Men, and then, of course, Spider-Man are, my three favorite parts of the Marvel Universe. So, yeah. The underground stuff is kind of my favorite part. And yeah, I've been playing with this guy a little bit today. And he's pretty fun. He's a pretty fun guy to play with. So, he doesn't have too much paint on him. But what's there is very nice. I mean, obviously there's the eyes, the nose, and the mouth look great. There's shading in the hair to make it actually look like fur. You got the belt and the belt buckle and the straps painted. The claws on all the hands are painted. And then there's a light, it's a dry brushing of a black or a dark brown or gray. It's very nice. And then the pants also have a light dry brushing of something. And then the feet also look really good. I don't like seeing the legal stuff on the bottom of the feet, if I'm being honest with you. I wish that they could just completely get rid of that with all action figures. But at least they should have made this in black or something. But yeah, he looks great. And he does come with a few accessories. On the package, he has these ones, but I had these creeper ones on. He's got these hands, and they're clawed. And like I mentioned previously with the Luke Cage Iron Fist 2-pack, I don't like when Marvel Legends does it to where you can't have the same hand on both sides. So I'm going to have to also call out Jada Toys. They're doing it with their Street Fighter figures, but I wish there were two of these and two of these. And then maybe even two of each of these. I mean, I'm a big fan of symmetry. So, symmetricalness, if that's even a word, is important to me. And then you have an alternate head, which he looks more angry, pissed off, like he's going to tear your throat out, and that's cool. I really like this head. And then he comes with a bear trap, or in this case, a wolf trap. A Wolfman trap. And that actually does articulate. And there's a real metal chain on that, which is pretty cool. It's an okay little piece. I could have done without it, probably. It's been a long time since I've watched a Universal Monster movie outside of Creature from the Black Lagoon. So, I don't know if this is accurate, and I don't know. I'm sure he gets caught by one in the movie, but, you know. And then he has a cane, a wolf cane. And since I'm going to be using this as Jack Russell, I'm not going to be using this for him. But this is a nice cane. You could use this for, like, your MCU Kingpin or something, or probably even the comic book Kingpin. I don't know how well it would fit in a hand. Me personally, I think I'm going to use it in, like, as a prop, you know. I'm planning on getting, or at least making, a bar scene diorama. Get, like, a pool table and stuff. And this will be good in that, I think. I think you could use this for, like, a thug or something to beat the shit out of someone. You could put it with Hammerhead, you know. So, this will be pretty good in other dioramas and other figures and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the accessories it comes with. Seems a little light, but for these guys retail for $24, which is the same price as Marvel Legends. But they have really good articulation. Really, really good articulation. So I would have omitted all of these accessories if it was just this good of articulation. Like, yeah, I would have been sad there were no accessories, but, like, the articulation is just so good. So, yeah. For articulation, you have a ball joint up at the head, so pop that off. And it's like a dumbbell joint. And then there's also a separate joint down in the neck. So, take note, Marvel Legends. I think they're starting to do that with some of their figures, but they need to get the range that some of these companies get. Even Jack here, or I'm not going to call him Jack. This is not actually Werewolf by Night. This is Wolfman. So I'll call him Wolfman for the review. But just know where I stand. This is going to go in with my MCU, not MCU. Fuck the MCU. My Marvel, you know, Midnight Suns shelf. As soon as I get that MCU Man-Thing to stand in for Man-Thing, aka one of my favorite comic book characters, that they're going to look so good together. And then I have to get an Elsa Bloodstone. That figure is so expensive, though. So expensive. Alright, so he doesn't get a lot of range back in the head. You might have to, maybe you can get more range if you shift it. So that's about how much you're going to look up. You can look down that much. You get pretty good tiltage, actually. So, and then obviously you can spin it all the way around. But that collar does hinder it a little bit. I'm excited to get more Jada Toys figures. I think I'm going to dive deep into the rabbit hole. At least with Universal Monsters. And some of their upcoming other Mega Man figures. I'll probably pick up Street Fighter. The Chun-Li looks weird to me. Probably will pick up Ryu. Ken. And Cammy's my favorite. Cammy and Sakura are my favorite Street Fighters. So, if they make those. I know they're making a Cammy. I haven't seen a Sakura. I'll pick those up. And then probably Zangief and Blanca, maybe. So, yeah. I might dive a little deeper into that. But for Chun-Li, I'll probably pick up the SH Figure Arts. Or the Amazing Yamaguchi that's coming out. So, because I don't really care about the style clashing. I'm not one of those people that gives a shit about that. So, yeah. And then for the torso articulation, he has a ball joint up at the upper torso, and that gives you so much good range. But paired with the bottom ball joint, there's a separate ball joint. He can crunch in that much, crunch back that much, which is always more arc back than crunch forward for some reason. Tilt, pretty good. And especially for a domestic figure, because I'm pretty sure Jada Toys is domestic. They're sold in, like, Walmarts and Targets and stuff, so I'm assuming they're domestic. I mean, that doesn't say anything, because so are SH Figure Arts. I've seen, like, Gokus and stuff in domestic shops, but I feel like, I don't know. I think this is a domestic retailer. I don't look too far into it, but, and then for the arm, go up to there, bicep swivel. No butterfly joint, sadly. For a character like this, I wish there was one, though. Double jointed pinned elbows, but these pinned elbows are not, they do not feel like how most Marvel Legends pinned elbows feel. They're not this gummy mess. and then he has a hinge at the wrist, and then this one has an up and down hinge. I kind of hope eventually every company does the I'll say Mezco joint, because I would say Mafex, but Mafex's joints break so easily and they're scary. I want the durability of the Mezco for the hands. I hope everyone just someday reaches that point where they just keep the hand peg inside the arm and then you just swap hands on, because then you could swap anyone's hands over to any other figure. That would be great. So, yeah. For the legs, he only kicks forward that far. Not great. Kicks back that far. But the out is very good. Very, very good. Then you have the upper thigh swivel. A double jointed knee is also pinned, but like I said, not gummy at all. You have an actual swivel, boot cut swivel. It's not a boot, but it's a boot cut swivel. Then hinge back that far. Hinge forward that far. Forward facing pin for rocker. So yeah, this guy is great, and he's going to be great on my Marvel shelf. On my Midnight Suns shelf, once I get that up and going. I still have to pick up a stock Doctor Strange. On the fence if I want to get the Walmart one, the Walmart like Mezco, or exclusive one, or the Mezco. I might do both. Put the classic one with my Avengers display, and then get the Mezco for my Midnight Suns display is what I'm thinking. And then I want to get a Nico. I already have a Magic. And for those of you that don't know, they're part of the Midnight Suns in the game. So I also want to blend. I want to blend game with comic type, because that's like my favorite Marvel game ever. So I'll be back with size comparisons. Let me just go get Mega Man, because I want to compare Jada Toys to Jada Toys. Okay, for size comparisons, we have the Jada Toys Wave 1 Mega Man. And yeah, that looks good. They're both amazing figures. And then I got the Mezco Classic Cyclops. I like to put this one with my more grounded Marvel display. He either goes with the classic stuff or like my underground, fighting thugs type one. And then we've got Punisher, because Punisher is a character I would associate with underground Marvel, the Marvel underground. Same with Daredevil. And they all look great together. And I do plan on picking up more of the Universal monsters eventually. At least Gilman and Frankenstein's monster. So, but these all look great. And then for a more monstrous comparison, we've got Sleepwalker. And I love Sleepwalker. I don't remember, he should be with the Midnight Suns if he's not already. But this guy does not want to stand. If I can color match his legs one of these days, I'm going to change these legs out, hopefully. And then the Mezco Morbius, aka the best Morbius you could ever pick up. If you like Morbius, or even have a passing interest in Morbius, or want a companion piece for your Mezco blade, this is an amazing figure, and he's still retail. Well, he's expensive, but he's not on the aftermarket yet, is what I'm trying to say. And then for more underground stuff, we've got the GOAT, Deathlock, and then another GOAT, Blade. And this guy, I heard, has been getting some play recently. I heard Wesley Snipes appeared in the Marvel or Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Still haven't seen that. I'm broke and don't have. I'm not broke, but obviously I'm not broke. I buy toys, but I don't have a car, so I can't drive to the movie theater. So I haven't been able to see it. And then we have the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. In my opinion, the worst Ghost Rider, but whatever. But this is his best costume. I do plan on picking up the Mezco for this guy, and I plan on picking up the Marvel Legends Danny Ketch. Maybe I might just turn the other Mezco, buy the other Mezco, and turn it into a Danny Ketch. Then we have the Mezco Wolvie. All look great together. What else do I have here? We'll do the two big players from the 2-pack. The Heroes for Hire 2-pack. And they all look good together. And then we'll do, since he's a wolf, we'll do the Timber from the Snake Eyes Mezco Timber 2-pack. And then I have the This is the Spider-Man I associate with the Midnight Suns. The Scarlet Spider on the Renew Your Vows book. And then last but not least, we'll throw in the Mafex Nightwing. And then since he was originally a werewolf hunter, you gotta put in Moon Knight. Don't worry, I would never forget about Moon Knight with a werewolf comparison. This looks great. These two will be fighting each other a lot. The same way that Blade and Morbius will be. I like to make them fight each other. I mean, these figures, the Blade Marvel Legends figures suck. Don't let me get into all that. So I will pick up the Mezco eventually. Yeah. And this guy, he works really well with your imports and your like domestic figures. Marvel Legends, Mezco. A little bit big for Mafex, but it's not, obviously, it's not too bad. You can, really the biggest problem here is the head sizes, but it's not horrible. So yeah, this is a good figure. I do recommend him. I do really recommend him, especially if you need a Werewolf by Night, because I don't know when Hasbro is going to get around to making one, but at this point, I don't think I need one. I mean, I have this guy. He's a great enough figure, and he does everything I want a werewolf guy to do. I mean, I would, and maybe if they do a Marvel Legends and the head moves up more, so you can get him in more crunchy, hunched down, you know, feral poses, then maybe I'd pick that one up and just use this guy as just a transforming werewolf dude. But, you know, this is still a very good figure, so maybe I won't do that. Probably not, actually. And they probably won't get around to making him. The only character they've even made from the... I figured when the MCU show came out that would be their excuse to make all these characters. I hope for the comic book versions, but I'll settle for the MCU versions if I absolutely have to. That's what I'm doing with the Man-Thing. I'll probably pick up the Toy Biz one and keep that in package, and get the Build-A-Figure eventually, because Man-Thing's in my top 5 favorite Marvel characters. Same with Zimnu, same with Black Cat. They're up there. So, yeah. Sorry for rambling a little bit, but this is one of my least rambling videos, I feel like. So, pick this dude up if you want him. I got him on eBay for like $19. It was a steal for this figure. And yeah, next review will probably be, well, it will be this guy. Amazing Yamaguchi knockoff Arkham Knight, because I'm not paying fucking $250 for Amazing Yamaguchi. And I only have this guy to hold me over till the 1.5 version comes out. I think it's 1.5. I don't think it's 2.0. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around. Bye.